Hi everyone, Miss Chris here at Palm Harbor Library, and today I'm bringing you a new series that we're going to start and run through the holiday season called Fun with Kids in the Kitchen. Each month I'll be bringing you a simple and fun recipe that you can make together as a family with your children and enjoy some fun time together. Now, kitchen science is a fun way to learn math skills, measuring, proportions, all kinds of activities. And when I was young, I spent a lot of time in my grandmother's kitchen, and baking was her thing. She loved to make pies and cookies, not cakes so often, but she always had a big jar in her pantry of all kinds of homemade cookies. And, you know, she always said measuring is important. And when I cook and bake, I like to use some of her measuring cups and utensils that she had from back in the day to just feel a little closer to her. Now, the recipe we're going to make today is called Awesome Ocean Pie. And one of the things it includes is powdered sugar. And just in this example of how to measure, or how I was taught, she would never scoop in and say, okay, it takes a third of a cup, this is what I need and I'm dumping it in. Oh, no, 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 no. She would always say, you bring the powdered stuff to the measuring cup with a spoon like this, and then you want to level it off, because your dry ingredients are important. So she would just take an old butter knife and use the back of it, the straight part, go like this, back and forth, and then scoop it off straight. When you have it just like that, you're ready to dump it in with your other ingredients. So that's one tip I learned from her that I like to pass on. Now, we have all kinds of cookbooks here at the library, and there are wonderful places to find recipes. Cookbooks at the library, magazines, online, and sometimes you can find them in an unexpected place. I was looking through this book by Cindy Littlefield called Awesome Ocean Science, and one of the first things in it was a recipe for ocean pie. Because really, what makes our planet Earth so people-friendly out of all the other planets in the solar system? That's right, it's water. We humans just couldn't survive without it. Our bodies are actually 2/3 water, and our planet is 70% water. I mean, we pretty much live on the land and see land all around us, and some of our land masses are very large. But if you look at Earth from outer space, what it looks like is a blue ball with patches of land on it. Like I said, 70% of our planet is made up of water, and most of that is in the oceans. So to get a better idea of the ratio or proportion of land to water, mix up this recipe. It's made with some very basic ingredients, and the what you need and what to do, exact recipe details can be found in the description. But you're going to need a pie crust. Now the recipe calls for one that you bake, either a pie crust that you mix up or one that you buy frozen and bake ahead. But when I was looking at this recipe, it's a cream cheese base, and my mom used to always make her cream cheese pies in a graham cracker crust. And I thought, what if your children are younger and you don't really want to use the oven? This is a good alternative. So you get a graham cracker crust. You're going to mix up some basic cream cheese, powdered sugar, which is, this white stuff that looks like snow, some milk, and a little bit of vanilla. That's really all the base is. You pour that into your pie shell, and then you've got to figure out your proportions. Now, in the book, they had a very exact picture of dividing your 9-inch circle into 10 equal parts. So I took the pie lid and drew it like this and divided it into 10 equal parts, kind of to see what it looked like, but my measurements weren't exact. Then I thought, I can make this even easier. Once you have your cream cheese base poured into your pie crust, all you have to do is take the edge of your knife, draw a little line across, and then divide each of those halves into 5 equal sections. Then you're ready to build your ocean. And this one is made out of blueberries and strawberries. You're gonna take any three of those 10 sections and fill them with your strawberries. Now, if you're allergic to strawberries, you could probably use canned cherries. You could even drain some canned peaches and slice them up and use that. That represents your land mass. I kind of like built mountains with my strawberries because I was just having a lot of fun with it. Then you're gonna take your blueberries and fill in all those other areas. The blueberries represent the ocean. And then the last thing you do is take a 1/4 cup of whatever kind of jelly you have on hand. You could use apple, you could use berry, you could use basically whatever kind of jelly you like. Heat it up with a tablespoon of sugar and kind of brush it or pour it over the blueberries. That's what makes that shiny glaze on them. And I realized afterward, if you didn't have the makings of the jelly for the glaze, you probably could get by with using a can of the canned blueberry pie filling for your ocean. But the best part is, once you've got it done, you get to dive in and eat this sweet treat. And if you want it to look like you're looking at it from outer space, get a little container of your favorite Cool Whip or Dream Whip or whipped cream, whatever kind you like. Put some little clouds on there, and you are ready to dive into some yummy ocean pie. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and check with us in October for another Fun with Kids in the Kitchen recipe. See you later, guys.